Many really interesting conversion problems conceal themselves as these really formidable problems, and it often throws students off and leaves them in a sense of where do I begin? So in this case, here's one such problem. We want to figure out how long it would take to count out all of the atoms within 1 mole if we could count 1 atom per second. So let's just summarize some of the information that the problem is telling us. So we want to count out all of the atoms in a mole. So there are exactly 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms in 1 mole. And the problem was also telling us that we can count 1 atom per second. So 1 atom per second would be the way that we think of it in an English sense. Now in a mathematical sense, we can say this as 1 atom per second with a little division sign per 1 second. All right, so let's use these two ideas to go ahead and calculate how many atoms or how long it would take to count out all of the atoms in 1 mole. So I know that there are 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms in 1 mole. And here's the key. I know I can count out 1 atom per 1 second. And now, let's say I want to figure out how long it would take to count all of these atoms in Earth years. I perform the next series of conversions. I know that there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. I know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. I know that there are 24 hours in 1 day. And I know that there are 365 days per 1 year. Now notice I did use some approximations. There isn't exactly 24 hours in 1 day, and there's not really 365 days in a year. It's more like 365 days in a quarter, and that's why we have leap year to account for that quarter of a day in a year. But these are some good approximations. Now, some next things that you should notice is that this unit of atom cancels out with this unit of atom. This unit of second cancels out with this unit of second. This unit of minute cancels out with that unit of minute. This unit of hour cancels out with this unit of hour. And this unit of day cancels out with this unit of day, so that in the end, you're left with strictly units of 1 year, which is what we're looking for. We're looking for the time in years it takes to count out all of these atoms. Now, if you plug this into your calculator, you should find that this works out to be about 1.99 times 10 to the 16 years. Now what's really interesting, if you look at the age of our universe, the age of our universe is about, depending on which estimate that you take, the age of the universe is about 14 billion years. So 14 times 10 to the 9th years. Now the question is, do you think Avogadro really counted out each of these atoms by himself? And the answer that you should immediately see is he most definitely did not have the time to count out all of these atoms, which is kind of an interesting thing, and it should motivate you to learn how they actually count out all of the atoms within 1 mole. And maybe we'll leave that to a future video.